So good morning everyone. You join me on a weekend fishing trip to Brasenose 2. This is currently peg 29 I believe. This is going to be my home for the next 48 hours. And yeah, drove up here last night, left home for about 12:30 and got here, nice fish bosh up in the background there, got here around 2:30 this morning and been sat in the car park, 16th, 17th in queue I think. Met some lovely people from up north, and yeah, going to tackle this for the next 48 hours. So here we are, nice wind pumping into to us here at the moment, bit of weed counting going on, and I think that we can't cast until 5 o'clock, so that gives me enough time to get the bivvy up, get all the rods sorted and stuff, and get myself some sleep so we can prepare for some action. Looking forward to it. Catch you on the other side. So we cutter. Wow, look. Brilliant. Apparently all the weeds being cut, and he's just tidying up some edges, some of the swims, so hopefully not too much disturbance. Take care, bud. So just a little quick update. I have managed to set up my swim. Rods are all ready and waiting to be wrapped up, spod stations all sorted, bivvies up, and I'm just waiting. It's around 11 o'clock in the morning. I've just had something to eat and I'm gonna get some sleep. We can't fish until 5 o'clock, so probably gonna wake up about 4, start getting some rigs ready to put on me rods. So yeah, seen quite a few fish jumping just in the middle there. Apparently there's a bar about 19.5 wraps. So yeah, but the weed cutter man's been round and he's been around here, so hopefully he hasn't scared off and messed up my swim. Let's see. Hopefully there'll be oh look, there you go, there was one just as we spoke. Let's see if there's any more. That's a good sign. Still fishing that area then. They've been there a long time. Like, I'm talking, I got here on the swim for about 7 o'clock and they were showing from 7 a.m. So like 4 hours and they've still been there. That's a good sign. The wind's pumping in here as well. So the good news is the swim next to me, which is a double swim, which basically is in front of the main bowl area, which is just over there, is closed for the week. So hopefully no one gets it and goes in there, and that allows me to put a rod out there. But from what I've seen, they're kind of showing me, another one showed right at the back over there, a bit further out. From what I've seen, they're telling me where they are. So I just need to kind of get out there, get some food out there for them, and hopefully they get on the feed. With all the weed being cut up, I'm sure they've been feeding on some of the naturals in the lake where it stirred everything up, but they haven't been fed for a week, so hopefully they get their heads down and get on the feed soon as we're allowed to get out there. Okay, just giving you a quick update, guys. So it is, I think, around 7:30, 8 o'clock. It is absolutely going crazy out there. If you can see closely, they are showing like crazy. It's like a dolphin show out there. They're a bit further out than where I'm fishing. I'm fishing to these 3 trees quite tight. I've put out about 15 spawns, and literally I've just show you what I'm spotting. So I've got some washed out manila, sweet corn. I've got some mainline prepared particle, so there's like loads of pigeon seed and hemp. There's some essential cell in there and loads of sweet corn, and I've put some activate syrup, mainline activate syrup. Just, yeah, hopefully the fish get their nuts down this evening. I'm fishing at 20 wraps, about 80 yards, comfortable. Anything beyond that, I think I'd be asking for a bit of trouble. So yeah, so what a lovely complex this is. Absolutely lovely. So I'm Brasenose 2. I mean, look at the swims. Just take you around the swim. Got a nice section there for weighing up. My bivvy. Distance sticks on the right there. Just like loads of room, so much room, and it's amazing. They've got like toilets, portaloos dotted all the way round. Even like net dips. They've got like loads dotted all around the lake. So it's very, very well equipped. Very well equipped. See them boshing out there, look. So yeah, hopefully we'll be into some action tonight, or early hours. So first 24 hours is done, and unfortunately no carp, no fish. Not sure what's happened. I don't think anyone on the lake has caught. Guy next to me hasn't caught, and he's fishing quite a prolific spot that he's fished before and caught quite a few out of. They're out there. I just think that potentially I am not far enough out. I've still seen some fish jump to the left this time, but with the wind pumping, I'm assuming that they're still out there. So rods have been out for, well, since about 6 p.m. yesterday. I've not rechucked them. I've put bait out there, so I know there's bait out there. Could have been done over, but I've not risked over baiting. So yeah, I'm going to watch the water for a little while, and potentially I'm going to extend the length that I'm fishing at. I'm fishing at 20 wraps at the moment, which is about 80 yards. I might push it to 26 wraps and see how I get on. I might keep one on the spot at 20 and push two at 26. I've not really fished that far before, but I'm gonna give it a go. Get out my comfort zone and see if I can get out there. So yeah, not sure about the bait either. I'm using yellow pop-ups, 15mm pop-ups, and on one I've got a shaved down manila pop-up with topped off with a piece of plastic sweet corn, just jumping over there on the left. So yeah, I am still hopeful. There you go again, just out there. I'm still hopeful that I will get a bite, but I just need to change my tactics, or if not, just stay on the same spots. I mean, spoke to the bailiff and he said fish for 80 yards and draw them in. So I just got a feeling with the weed cutting, probably load of natural food up in the air, up in the water column, that the fish have, that they actually now know that they're being fished for, because everybody's leads went in at 5 o'clock all at once. So I'm sure that would have caused some disturbance, but yeah, let's see. Still got today and tomorrow day. So this place is prolific for day bites as well. Let's see. I'm still hopeful. There's still fish out there. I can still see fish out there. So hopefully, you know, it's just a matter of time. Oh, that was a close one. That was really close, just here. Probably, maybe 40 yards out. Yeah, so I may change it up and try different things. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. Okay, so it's been a good few hours since I last updated you guys. What can I say? It took me forever to get my rods out. Guy next to me wiped out 3 of my lines on a fish. Had to retie, changed a few of my rigs, just to make sure that I've got like utter confidence in what I'm fishing on with. And yeah, I have basically taken a decision to fish in a bit closer. So I'm fishing at 19.5 wraps. There's a bit of a bar out there, gravel bar. I've had a lead around. Seems nice and clear, to be fair, in most areas. The fish are showing just behind where I'm fishing. So I'm hoping that they come in. I've put good 15, 20 spoms out. I've got 2 fishing. I've got 1 central to that swim with a pink almond pop-up, and then I've got 1, just a couple of bushes, trees to the right of it on a yellow essential cell. So yeah, and then I've got 1 just here, 19.5 wraps. I've kept it all 19.5 wraps. That's where the fish have been showing predominantly past that. But in terms of comfortability of fishing, with the wind howling, it has been near on impossible to get a rod out that far. And yeah, it's just been quiet. There's people have caught, so the guys across the way there on the point have caught 1. Long Chuck have caught 1, and the guy next to me has caught in the bowl area there. So yeah, there are fish about. It's not fishing mega, to be fair. no one's had any like massive hits. So yeah, last night here, tonight. So I'm quite confident that I've got rigs out, food over the rigs. Just one showed right back there in the middle of the lake. And all I can do really is just hope that the fish kind of turn on and come my way. The wind's calmed down a lot, so hopefully that will help out. So yeah, hopefully we have some fish tonight. Please, fishy, fishy. It's a beautiful lake though. Absolutely stunning complex. Just had a pizza delivered to the swim. That's just amazing. They deliver to the swim. It's a pizza shop called the Olive Tree in Whitney. So if you ever are in Brasenose 1 or 2 or even Linear, anywhere on the complex, they deliver to your swim. So yeah, it's a lot cooler tonight. Although it's quite nice, to be fair. It's not as calm as yesterday. But yeah, the wind is literally pumping to the other side of the lake. But they have been on the back. They have been on the back of the wind over there. Been showing all day. All day they've been showing. I managed to get out a couple of rigs out at 26 wraps, but I just weren't comfortable. I weren't comfortable that they were landing. You know, the wind was taking half the line out in the middle of the lake, and I just weren't happy with it. So yeah, you know, what do you do in those circumstances? Do you fish ineffectively, at a distance, or do you fish at a comfortable chuck, ensuring that you're presented and you're ready and waiting? Hopefully the bait's good enough to draw them in. You know, they're fish at the end of the day. They have senses. So yeah, let's see. So guys, just a quick follow-up really to the video at B2. I thought I'd share a few of my tips with you from the things that I learned at my 48-hour session there. Now, the 48 hours proved to be very difficult. I threw the kitchen sink at them. I used bottom baits, I used pop-ups, I used zigs to no effect really. And the only thing I can really boil it down to was the weed being cut. The weed had been cut there for the whole week, so a lot of disturbance. Fish were jumping and showing, and you know, there was a real massive presence there, but they just didn't get their heads down. And the only thing that I can put it down to was that they were feeding on a lot of the natural food sources in the lake. Now, all being that, I did learn quite a lot about my fishing at B2. It is quite a big lake, and you've got to be able to fish at distance. Now, I was able to fish at distance around 26 wraps, 20 wraps, quite effectively. But there were a few things that I learned that could actually make my life a lot easier. So I'm going to share those things with you. In regards to line, I was using the Ridge Monkey Fluorocarbon 20-pound line. Now, it is promoted that the line's casting abilities is really good. It wasn't bad, but it just didn't have the same kind of stretch as mono. So a line that I'm really comfortable with, and I know really does well, is between 15 and 18 pound ESP Synchro Loaded XT. The line sinks like a brick. It's very supple, and it is just a really good casting line. So I've spooled up my spools with 18 pound ESP. and that's helped massively. The other things that I learned in terms of compressing the rod, now I was fishing with a 3-ounce lead and it was quite windy. So when looking up and researching about casting, it is advised that you use similar weight to the test curve, so 3.5-ounce lead or above, to help compress the rod at 4 ounces. Now using those actually help cast, so the bigger the lead actually helps cast better in the wind. So it's, you know, the 4-ounce leads will definitely help get out further and help you cut through that wind without the line bowing, etc. Then the other things were around spodding. Now I used spider braid at 50-pound breaking strain without no leader. Now this is something that I've used throughout my fishing in my like kind of small kit and my big kit, and it helps me, you know, it does the job, it gets out there. Yeah, you have to put a bit of effort into the casting, but it did get out there. But obviously using that as a learning curve for me, I started to look at how can I make my life a bit easier. So it is advised that you use a 50-pound breaking strain braid, and this is like a shock leader, and I've gone for the Avid Shock Tight, and it's advised that you put around a rod length or a rod and a half to 3 rod lengths of this tied to the main marker spod braid, and that is to take the initial shock of the cast. And then I've gone for the 25-pound spod braid. Now this is obviously lower in diameter than a 50-pound braid, which means that it's going to go through the eyelets a lot truer and quicker, which helps with the casting properties. So this is fluoro yellow. This is a floating braid as well, and the fluorescent yellow helps scare off the seagulls. So I'd use that my shock leader tied to the main braid, which will help actual casting of the spom. Now it is advised as well, if it's windy, that you use a larger spom. That helps cut through the wind as well. So yeah, it was quite windy at Linear, and that was the thing that really gave me a little bit of a problem. So using the correct leader and braid plus a larger spom will actually help with the casting. So these are the key things that I've learned. Yeah, I hope you liked the video. Unfortunately there was no fish, but I do plan to go back. So yeah, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. So see you soon. Bye bye.